Not muted for whatever reason. Just the mic wasn't catching up. That's why I look at my audio levels on that. Okay, I think it looks all good.
How peculiar.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're all good. So, hey guys, welcome back to Jak and Daxter. Yes, I did get the orbs off screen onto that. Don't worry about that. But yeah, so we're gonna be in area 3, final major area of Jak and Daxter 1. It is funny that you bring up those orbs. Literally, first tried them this when I went back to
That's
do
how it goes, baby!
Yeah.
Clearly, we were the problem.
But,
social pressure.
But yeah, Area 3 is kind of the weird one of the bunch because we only have 2 actual levels and then it's straight to the final zone at that point. So, and most of these are pretty, for this area here, is pretty much just all buy ones onto it. So, we're gonna pretty much be using all our orbs in this area once we go through the other zones onto that. So.
Against the lava on the way to Gaul and Maya's Citadel.
And with these areas, there's one I really like. There's one area I do like, and then there's one. The other one is my least favorite zone in the entire game. So,
Spider
Spider Cave.
Spider Cave zone.
Yo, or we could just skip those 2 zones entirely. Basically skip the lava tube. Perhaps get halfway through the level and use some sort of idle deload trick to trigger the checkpoint midway through the level, to then continue through normally.
Man, why is zone such a catchy word?
Zone?
So
yeah, I like the word zone.
So open zone.
Yeah, that's the final area. That way, so we're gonna go back.
Lava tube.
Lava tube zone.
So to kick things off, I want to talk about something that hasn't really been brought up too much throughout this playthrough: Jak and Daxter speedrunning, because all 3 games have a pretty healthy speedrunning scene. Hell, the Precursor has a whole series about Jak 3 in particular.
I'm sorry, I just love how you just cease.
Explode. Just dead.
Disintegrate. Completely.
Yeah.
God. I imagine it's probably a nice job. It's probably... They probably take that animation and reskin it for the, when you die in Dark Eco.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Just make it green.
Yeah. Just make it... I'll all be in purple! But yeah, so... How many power cells do you think it takes to beat Jak 1 any percent?
I think if I remember you talking about this, it's like 8, I think, on that right now.
Yep. The 4 from Geyser Rock, the one at the end of the Fire Canyon, the one at the end of Mountain Pass, the one at the end of the Lava Tube, and the one you get for rescuing Samos at the end of the final level. Yes, you skipped the entire final level.
How do you...
We're starting with Spider Cave, alright.
Spider Cave, baby!
No.
So, yeah, I guess I'll start with the, with how you skip the entirety of the final level. So, when you enter... So, I think this is mainly on early copies of Jak and Daxter, like original Black Label ones. And when you enter Gaul and Maya's Citadel, the game, if you save immediately, then immediately reload that save, the game will accidentally put you right up next to Samos at the end of the level, and you can just break the thing holding him, get his power cell, and just go to the final boss. Yeah,
Wow.
and you do need to save Samos, because the door to the final boss will not open and spawn the elevator until you do so. The next easiest skip was Mountain Pass skip. I say Mountain Pass skip, but it's more like, I guess, Generator skip? Basically, you go to where the rock is blocking the way to the boss, and you do a semi-precise roll jump, spin kick. You do I think it's a rolling jump or a punch off a ledge into a precise spin uppercut, and you can do that to grab onto a ledge above you and just skip it entirely.
Also, just to interrupt story quick, I remember we actually do need to go to the other area first because we need to open up a vent for the rest of this area.
Yep.
So,
We need that yellow. We need that yellow eco vent.
yeah, so do a quick back and backtracking anyway. Let's continue on.
Alright.
Also,
Oh, yeah,
hey, before you get on this, turn around
Yeah, that
and look at the
steel
box.
Yeah.
That took me so goddamn long to find as a kid.
I think that is the bonus precursor orb, I believe, onto that, where I was talking about that there was a glitch that one of the precursor orbs, one of the power cells that you can't get if a certain glitch happens. I believe that is the failsafe one added to the game on it.
Just more than you need.
Yeah, so
Just
you
in
can still
case.
get the secret ending just in case something goes foobar in the original game on that.
Yeah, so...
You continue on.
Yeah, so... Oh, the next major skip that was discovered was Lava Tube skip. Because, surprisingly, Lava Tube has a lot of places Jak can actually stand no problem. So you can finagle it to get through the area enough to get to the midway checkpoint. Then through some semi-precise stuff involving what's called an idle deload, where basically through shenanigans you get Jak's stage ID to be different from the stage you're in. So by dying at a certain point, the game wigs out trying to figure out what the nearest checkpoint is, and will just spawn you in the nearest checkpoint even if you haven't triggered it. So you spawn at the midway point of Lava Tube, and can continue on normally. The one that actually gave people the most shit was, surprisingly, Fire Canyon skip. That one took some doing.
Yeah, I do remember hearing about that one.
Yeah, so that one, the way it works is by making use of the way the game actually prevents you from trying to skip Fire Canyon, using it against it. So by dying within Fire Canyon or saving and reloading the game, there is a small frame window where if Jak keeps jumping, he can be put into a state where if he jumps onto the lava of Fire Canyon, he won't be pushed back when he takes damage, and this can allow you to set up the infinite bounce trick, which allows Jak to just keep bouncing all the way through the level until eventually you make it to the end. And you do still need to grab the power cells from the Zoomer levels to actually leave them, because there's an invisible wall that prevents you from doing so until you grab the power cell. So while I believe technically the minimum amount with glitches you need to beat the game is technically 7, because I think you can skip the mountain pass precursor or through some finagling, it's not faster to do so. So 8 is the minimum for a good any percent run. Don't expect it to go any lower unless some Geyser Rock skip is found.
I think that's like the holy grail right now for Jak and Daxter one right now.
Yeah, because technically Geyser Rock exists on the same map as Sandover Village, so you can, in theory, launch your ass all the way to Sandover Village and continue on as normal. Of course, that's the problem. However, speaking of launching, there is the theoretical endgame for Jak and Daxter speedrunning, Bridge Blast. It's a weird glitch. Basically, by going to Forbidden Woods and setting up the eco lines in a very specific way, you can cause the game to begin to lag to fucking back. And I'm talking like frame every few seconds lag. You then go to the Fisherman's minigame and try to fail it as quickly as possible. This causes the game to lag even more. Sure. And by doing so, the bridge that's right above where the fishing minigame is will begin to just wig the fuck out. Oh, I'm talking like full cartridge tilting just spaz out. So with this, you can launch yourself via the bridge, which screwing around.
Real
So
quick,
in theory,
sorry, just to interrupt you real quick, for Doggeck's SSB, funny enough, this is actually a native PC version that I'm playing right here, for the game called, OpenGOAL, for it, which basically, you take the ISO of the game that you can find on, like, Internet Archive and stuff like that, and you can actually play the game fully natively on PC for that. Jak 1 is all done for it. Jak 2 is basically done onto it. There is still a little bit more work that has to be done for like some glitches and stuff like that, but it is playable from beginning to end, and then they're working on Jak 3 right now, so look up OpenGOAL if you're curious about it. Sorry about that. Ace, you can continue on at this point.
yeah. So in extreme theory, you can launch your ass straight from Forbidden Woods to the checkpoint trigger right before the final boss. That is an incredible theory. And actual execution, not one in a trillion.
Not one
Like,
in a trillion.
maybe... Yeah, maybe someday for a task run, maybe. That's a very soft maybe. RTA run? No, that ain't happening, even if they do figure out something consistent. And thank God, too, because it's a very boring thing to watch, because you're literally... Most of the run is just watching the fishing minigame run at like, less than a frame a second. I can believe it.
Yeah, that is always kind of the thing with for speedruns onto that. Part of it is also for me, it's like, okay, how good is the viewing experience for people onto that? Because I feel like for me, if I were to speedrun something, I want it to be something people actually like watching. If it's a little too glitch filled of like doing some really obscure shit kind of thing, it'd be like, okay, I'm not sure how I feel about seeing this over and over and over again kind of thing. One of the ones I can immediately think of is Ocarina of Time 3D for me onto that, where I think there's one part of the game where Link basically, you have to quit the game and exit it, and then Link will just keep falling forever and ever and die multiple times, and it's like the idea that he's going into an extra save slot in the game's code that doesn't exist and stuff like that, but it takes like 15 minutes to go through it, but you like skip the entire adult phase cycle kind of thing. It's weird onto it, and frankly, visually doesn't look that interesting after 5 seconds of it kind of thing.
Yeah. One extreme glitch happy speed run where basically the whole game is just back-to-back glitches to glitches that is still fun to watch is Crash to Insanity.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good example of a glitch-happy speedrun that's still interesting to watch, because how the fuck does this shit work? I showed it to the guys like a while back, and it is just like 8 minutes of straight glitches of skipping basically every level in the game, but in a very funny way.
Yep. I think the other...
Like,
Literally just sitting there.
yeah.
Yep.
I think another one for me that actually does kind of work with that is Sonic Adventure 2, Hero Side Story onto that. Mostly because it is like going out of bounds and doing the most ridiculous skipping kill playing shit to get to the end of the level as fast as humanly possible onto that. It's very entertaining to watch. I think my favorite of it easily being Green Forest with Sonic. Mostly because it involves running up that giant tree that you're like circling around the entire way. It's just like, what am I looking at right now?
Blows
Well,
up!
looking at right now is Dead Jak.
And a cross-eyed Daxter right there on the two.
Several Kingdom Hearts has a lot of like pretty much pure skill-based speedruns. Like, there are very few glitches, like actual glitches done in those games.
Yeah.
And hey, if you want to get better at Kingdom Hearts, speedruns are a great place to look at for just understanding how bosses work.
Yo, yeah.
It's pretty much how I learned.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it's basically how I learned how to do all the all the data organization in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah, I was about to say, data org speedrun, you will learn so much shit about how those bosses work from watching that. Especially Lurk Scene, oh my god.
And there's Alden will still kick my ass.
I mean, that's just Data Zaldin. I always kind of joke for me that Data Zaldin is basically just the Zaldin you remember as a kid at that point, not just brought back. Because I swear he's easier. The regular Zaldin is so much easier in Final Mix compared to Vanilla. And then they just moved it over to his Data version for it, because oh my god.
Yeah, I would have to somehow pick up a copy of the original release and just be like, okay, how hard was he actually?
The best I would have to do is probably like boot up, get an emulation of original KH2 on emulator and like play for it that way. But it was also
I'm sure I could find a used copy nearby, and I do still have my PS2, but it's a couple extra steps removed from what I feel like doing at the current moment. But
also that would require playing through a lot of Vanilla 2 again kind of deal, and that still is a bit of a commitment of an RPG to play. So
because yeah, you have to beat most of the game.
yeah, about halfway through on that. Oh, look at that! What's that down there?
What is that?
What's it?
Is that Black Label copy of Crash Twin Sanity?
I think I do.
I do appreciate that
that
even the lurkers understand the assignment of we're in a winter area. We need to have the winter alts.
Ribbis.
Bird up.
Or what a chocobo, I'm on a
Now time to go fast.
You think you can ride this chocobo? You think you can ride in this rodeo?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
And you dyed your chocobo bright ass blue.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
That Dragoon blue dye.
Get that Dragoon blue dye with a nice yellow stripe on it. Perfect. No notes.
After
No
14
critique.
Tower, that section can't hurt me anymore.
God. Did you finish that?
No, I got to literally the last section of it at this point. Onto it. I'm just kind of looking at that and I'm like, do I want to do the rest of it now at this point? Because it's like, man, I just feel like I'm going to get pissed looking at the rest of that. I was like, Now the first, oh, right. This
I think you get
way back, yeah.
Yeah, they knew.
This game was designed decently well.
I need to do...
Yeah.
Which
You
section?
have the cave and the climb.
Yeah, okay, I think this is the next one. I think. I want to try and get that vent done first.
You need to vent.
The vent.
Like on Among Us. That went well.
Nice job.
Oh, there's another one.
Who we got?
Oh, Zuba's over.
Wrong Naughty Dog. I feel like with these platforms, if you get caught in a certain way, you could probably do a proxy jump of some kind.
Probably. Okay, so I think over here. No way. Fuck.
The way to your death.
Okay, well, at least it's right here.
Yeah. There it is. Well, at least one of the places comes out.
Well,
Good job.
you did it. You found the One Piece down there.
What?
I highly doubt that.
Why am I making so many aku aku noises?
I don't know. It's a vibe.
This tells me that we need to do some kind of crash game eventually.
I think eventually we will, yeah.
Alright. We're now back at the start.
Crash the Titan's type. Crash the Titan's type.
Yeah, sure, that's a lot. Yeah.
Vote of
Yeah.
no confidence. Power.
What's some other stuff? Another speedrun that I really like is an RPG of all things, that's kind of built for speedrunning in some weird masochistic way. Breath of Fire 5, Dragon Quarter. Sure. That is a game that's literally built for multiple playthroughs, which means it's pretty speedrun friendly. But the way people have optimized that game in such a wacky way. And when I say optimized, I mean in like a good way, not like optimize the fun out of it, where in this case optimization is the fun. Because you basically are running on a sort of timer already in game with your dragon meter. That if it hits 100%, you just game over and likely have to just start from the beginning. But the meter goes up faster if you use your dragon abilities, including running faster. So, speedrunners will milk that meter for all it's worth. Like, when they end the game, it will be around, I want to say, like, 99.7%.
Roxas, if you're asking about Cross-Eyed Daxter, any death screen in this game has Cross-Eyed Daxter on it. At least you can really see it when the game is rezzed up in resolution on that.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa! There we go.
Yeah, don't overdo it.
Ice physics are a time in this one. They carry a lot of momentum.
Nah, get fancier.
I mean, we got 2 zones pretty much until endgame, Roxas, so...
Yeah.
They are a little bit longer than normal, but it is still just 2 zones for it, so...
There
It's
it is.
vent.
And
Yellow
we're
vent.
practically done with this area.
We have unlocked piss ventilation.
Please don't.
Yeah, Eco's kind of weird into this game of that. I think blue is just by far the best one because it's the one you have the longest for. Yellow is okay. Red always felt like the very last minute addition Eco onto that.
Like, destroy specific enemies. Done.
Yeah.
Break some things, hit things harder. Okay?
Okay.
It feels like most of the 3D platformers that had like a power up, like it feels like they had 2 real ideas, and then the third one feels like an afterthought.
Yeah.
Wing cap, invis cap, metal cap.
Yeah.
It's like metal cap and wing cap. Like, okay, invis cap, fucking who cares?
You use it for, I think, a grand total of 2 stars in the entire game on that.
There's one time where
no
they-
use to it.
I think the same
there's
thing in
one-
Sunshine, because like hover nozzles used a lot. You also use rocket nozzle, and then there's turbo nozzle that just kind of
Which
exists.
which you wish would be used more because it's actually pretty fun, but nothing uses it.
Yeah,
There's like 3 stars that use it, I think,
I think so, and they're all like bonus mission stars on that.
or like break into jail.
Break into this bonus.
Can I get brown break those? Probably not. Yeah,
I need
it has
yellow
to be.
eco up here.
It has to be. Well, that is down the path.
Okay, over here.
You're gonna fall to the pit, aren't you?
I think Pac-Man
actually made
World
it.
2 had an even worse version of that, where it's like, okay, you have the Chrome Ball, which is just Metal Mario, and then you had the Tiny Ball, the
Oh,
Tiny
yeah.
Power Pellet, which I don't remember that being used outside of the tutorial. Yeah, platformers ran into that issue a lot where they would have a set of power-ups and then just run out of ideas immediately.
Think of all the egg types you had in Banjo-Tooie.
Yeah. I mean, that's also a Banjo-Tooie's entire problem. The scope creep the fuck out on that.
That is the ultimate example of scope creep, unless you want to count
DK64.
unless you want to count DK64 as like a pseudo sequel to Banjo.
Like Banjo-Tooie, you still have. There was no power loss between games. You still have all your shit. Unfortunately, you still have all your shit, so you're gonna have a million power-ups and abilities by the end of the game.
That are effectively the same thing, just a tier stronger.
Yeah.
That's the that's the hell. Like 14 has that problem where right now it's like, okay, a bunch of your new abilities are just new animations and maybe a potency buff.
Red Mage, what do we have to look forward to? A new Ender. Oh.
A new combo ender. I mean, well,
Like maybe some quality of life stuff, but yeah.
Verasuda. Give me my Verasuda.
Yeah, please, can I help with getting rid of stat debuffs for everybody else?
Nah, man, you gotta run up and do the sooth animation.
Machina's main here. Can I please get a melee range defibrillator? Don't even make it good. Just give me one.
Yeah, melee range, 5-minute cooldown.
Please, some feat besides flamethrower. I beg of you.
Please, figure out how to make flamethrower make sense, please.
Flamethrower is just a Machinist exclusive emote.
Pretty much. It's kind of fun. You use it for memes.
Yep.
You basically use it for just like one dungeon, and even then,
like maybe like Stormblood, like patch dungeons, maybe.
That's basically it.
Sorry.
Basically it, because then once you hit Shadowbringers, like, even once you hit level 72, you get Bioblaster, and then you basically have so much shit in your AoE rotation, you're never gonna have room for Flamethrower.
Flamethrower is the equivalent of Luigi down tilt. It serves no purpose whatsoever.
That is a useless button!
That's a worthless button.
I need to add that to the soundboard really bad. That's a worthless button.
That is, yeah, we've been saying it like all week.
I really just need to sit down and actually do it.
Hey,
yeah.
Hey, you can do that right after speed, so you don't forget.
Like,
Well.
you think they give like it's some synergy, but like Machinist's AoE rotation is out of whack
Like-
all over the place.
Like, have it, like, I guess, have it build up your heat gauge. So it does something else.
Yeah, give it some potency buff if you use Bioblaster or something. I don't know, something. It's like, why is this button here? It was a capstone ability, which are the abilities that are supposed to matter.
I'm just thinking of making it like flamethrowers in like freaking Valkyria Chronicles kind of deal where they just fucking melt health on anything in front of them.
Well, this is a completely different game,
Yeah.
so.
Hey, man, flamethrowers have consistently had a very bipolar relationship with video games.
Yeah.
It's feast or famine in terms of usability.
Yeah, sometimes you'll have a fucking Ratchet & Clank-sized battery flamethrower, or you'll have a fucking Bioshock chemical thrower, which is legit one of the best flamethrowers I've ever seen in a game, to the unfortunate detriment of Bioshock 1, where it basically replaced most of my plasmids.
Or you could be like Ratchet & Clank 2 with the lava gun. Oh, this flamethrower is amazing! Where did my flamethrower go?
Where did my flamethrower go? And then
the lava
Ratchet & Clank
gun,
3.
that's the worst one. It's
Oh.
like,
Yeah,
don't change the fundamental function.
Yeah, that was definitely a learning experience for them because they said, like, after that, the big problem was that it became an entirely different weapon, so there was basically nothing that fulfilled that same purpose in people's kits. So they were like, okay, when we do weapons, Ramon, it stays functionally the same weapon when it upgrades onto that.
Yeah, it's like the meteor should have been an extra bonus thing instead of the gun.
Yeah. And granted, honestly, in Ratchet and Clank 3, they mostly learned that lesson, except for the most important gun in the game. Fuck you, Rhinocerator! I'm still mad about that thing. It's like, okay, this is a pretty good Rhino. What do you mean it turns into the Zodiac? And does shit for damage?
Oh, Groxus, no, fuck the meteor gun. I hate the meteor gun so much. Nah. Dude, that weapon does piss-ass damage on that. Especially by the point you upgrade that shit, you have the bouncer at that point.
If someone say the
bouncer.
I still need to do my bouncer run through of Play 16.
Just fucking high brain mind. As soon as someone says the bouncer, you have to say it.
The bouncer.
The bouncer.
Listen, man, we have Streets of Rage at home.
Choose your own adventure.
Streets of Rage at home with Sora.
With literally Sora.
With Proto Sora.
Okay, I'm trying to remember where the last, like, lurker thing is.
I think we saw it, but you ran past it. So, good luck finding it again.
Good luck. Oh, luck.
I think he might be more on the lower levels.
We got that one.
Too low.
Too low. Hey, I think I left the keys down here.
I always have a fondness for Glove of Doom.
Glove of Doom's alright for me. I think it's a lot better when it's basically gets its equivalent in later Ratchet and Clanks and like the remake and such, because I just think in Ratchet and Clank 1 there are better weapons to go with overall onto that. That's just more of Ratchet and Clank 1's economy being fucked onto that, so...
Yeah, it's a fucked up economy.
Yeah.
Okay, I know, there
it is.
The economy's shambles.
Just like your rotation.
My rotation's in shambles. But and hey, guess what? My No Mercy is drifting again.
Oh hey, I triple weaved. It's over.
It's so over. We're never gonna beat the DPS check.
We're never gonna. It's Endwalker. We're never gonna beat this DPS check.
Well, Warbot, I guess we're listening to Honeybee Lovely's theme for the 5th hour.
Oh, thank you.
Don't even you fucker. I'm good.
Listen,
One
man,
more
we can't overdo
and
the
one
you
more
fuck bit.
Yeah.
We missed that
The beat
big
happened.
so over.
It happened again.
Chat, it's so over.
How will we ever be a Precursor Legacy now?
We're never gonna be the Jack 2.
I'm missing like I was playing this today. I'm missing like 20 precursor orbs in the friggin' Forbidden Jungle. I have no idea where they are.
Thankfully, well, for the jungle, it might be potentially jumping on the boss over and over. That's a pretty easy one to miss.
Oh,
not 20.
hi.
Sandra!
I would have been here on time if Popeyes wasn't being full of stupid.
Oh no. That's been happening a lot lately, unfortunately.
Well, they were short-staffed, so a drive-through was long because the main dining area wasn't open. I was like, okay, fine. Oh.
Good job.
Sorry if that distracted you.
No, he's done that like 3 times. He's done that like 3 times today. It's no big deal. Oh, there it is.
Okay, the beam died, everybody. We're good.
Alright. Alexandra now gets the floor.
Alright.
No, okay. Real talk. I've had that issue in this level a ton of times.
Yeah.
But so anyway, I get up to place my order, and he's like, "The wait's gonna be 30 minutes," and I'm just thinking in my mind, "Okay, that means there's a 30-minute wait. I'll still have my food." And I started making my order. He's like, "Oh no, we have 30 minutes before you can place your order," and I'm just like, I just drove off and went to Burger King.
Yeah, fair.
Oh no.
That's about right.
I mean, the only time I've had... I can't say too much for Popeyes because they're very limited up here in the Midwest onto that. I think there's only
There's only one here.
Yeah, I think there's only like 1 or 2 in the state, and like that one's about like an hour drive, so it's like onto that. The one time the one time I did have it while I was in Florida was just like it was definitely very, very deep fried chicken onto that. It sure was that onto that for me.
It's
so.
like here, like we have Raising Cane's.
No, if you get Popeye's chicken to make it stand out against like other fried chicken and stuff, you get it spicy. So that's where all the Cajun seasonings really come in. Just to tell you.
The good
Unfortunately, I'll be
seasoning.
win.
I've been good. I am so sorry I haven't been available on Sundays. I'm available today though.
Yeah. So we're heading off to Spider Cave at this point.
Yay, the worst level in the game.
I'm curious how it's going to be in this version with the Precursor Orb glow in the native PC-ness of this port. So we'll see how that turns out on it.
Spider Cave. Spider Cave.
You've heard me complain
Like,
about
just-
this back in the review for it. The reason I don't like this level is because the design kind of goes all over the place on different pathways, and I swear to God, it's the one level that is where's the damn last 5 Precursor Orbs happens the most in, by far.
You can get lost very easily in this level, and there's no real tells or wait. There's only really one major like landmark point, and that's that they're excavating that precursor bot that you have to climb. That's probably the only one I can think of.
Yeah.
Oh, and I guess here, but that's about it.
Yeah, thankfully, again, like I said before, for Jak and Daxter, they don't expect you to actually get every single Precursor Orb, even to get all of the power cells onto it. I think you get, if you go for all of them, I think you technically have, like, 240 over the limit, over the amount you need kind of deal. So, like, they expect you to miss a few here and there kind of deal. Well, we're completionists for this playthrough, so...
Hey.
Look at that, everyone.
Like I said, if you want a 3D platformer that's relatively easy to just do a completionist run on, it's this.
Yeah, I'd say this is probably one of the easier ones for that is in the Mario 64-esque style.
Like,
onto
it's
it.
this or Banjo.
I wouldn't say Banjo, just... Oh, I thought you fell into eco.
Yeah, I totally did. Yeah, I'd say I'd say I'm kind of with Alexandra. I think this one I would probably recommend first before Banjo onto that.
Sure.
And look,
Maybe you can shoot better if you aim through your goggles.
okay. As a child, I didn't think, oh, maybe you should get the instruction manual when he meant aim through your goggles. I was on
Aim-
this.
Look through your eye lookers.
Like,
So
I didn't
what-
know there was a first-person view.
So, what would you argue is the issue with Banjo?
I think with Banjo, just some of the level design, admittedly, is not as kind to people on their... I feel like they kind of expect you to be already platformer savvy on some of the level design for it, even early on into the game.
I would say early. I would probably say, no, I
Rusty Bucket.
slightly... No, that's late in the game, but...
That's definitely one of the bigger offenders, but...
But that's also late in the game.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say the difficulty ramps up, I think, a little too quickly comparatively because,
Well, like Gobi's Valley.
no, I'll say it as early as Clanker's Cavern. That is mostly
that was what I was
underwater.
thinking too, yeah.
I don't
Underwater.
think it's that big of a deal.
Well, considering you die if you run out of air.
I don't think it's...
I think it's just more navigation for me is what I'm thinking of more than...
Clanker's easy to I would probably say the levels that gets hard. Starts until late game, it doesn't start getting harder to navigate. But
Yeah, like Rusty Bucket, yeah, that is an actual problem. But, yeah. Like, I don't think Clanker's that rough.
I think the kid gloves come off a little too early, if you ask me, for Banjo Kazooie. And like I said, this comes from someone who loves that game to death. Oh.
Oh, your niece.
My knees.
My niece.
One
I
of
hate
these
those-
stupid
I
spiders is gonna be the reason why we can't find orbs. I know it. It's coming.
I freaking hate these spiders, but I'm glad they are permanently dead once you kill them.
Yep.
Even they knew these things suck.
It's like, oh, hey, here's literal Black Widows. Like, fucking, would you live in an area where, like, a mile away there's just a literal Black Widow cave?
No.
Oh.
Even a mile away?
No. That's 1 mile too many on that. 1 mile too little, I should say.
Yeah, too few, really. Like,
So since I haven't been here the last little bit of time, how are you guys liking them Olympics memes?
I love getting fucking Ebola from the French River.
Yeah, God, the health things I keep hearing about this Olympics. Holy shit, what the hell happened?
I don't know why they cleared. They said it was like, well, we gotta clear the water supply, so we're gonna postpone the first leg of the marathon. And then they let it happen the next day, and it's like, oh, the water supply's fine. They still get sick anyway. I'm just like, bruh, what?
The other one that I think we mentioned it on a few different streams or maybe behind our talks or something like that. But the other one has been that for the athletes that basically all their food has pretty much been vegan food for a kind of deal, which is like, okay, in case there's vegetarians, I get that. The problem is you're talking about Olympic athletes who need protein in their diet on that.
Yeah.
It's like, these guys are eating McDonald's for the calories.
Yeah.
They're actually burning them.
There is one positive food meme I've seen. There's just been this one I think swimmer from Norway who's been obsessed with the chocolate muffins in Olympic Village.
Respect.
But I still think anything about the shooter events. Those memes have just been.
Yeah.
You know the anime. You know the anime versions of these people.
I think my favorite one is still of like, you know, for the other people, it's like, you know, up and coming prodigy who's been years in the lab training to perfect optimization, and then the one I think is it the dude from Turkey? Is the one?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just like guy who has competed in 50 years, logging back in and still got it at that point. I just think of that's Kudans in Tekken on that for me.
Oh,
is what I think.
My favorite version of it was a Splatoon version of it was like three of the shooters, like including the guy from Turkey, is just like they had a DC and still kicked our ass.
Splatoon 1 Kraken.
There was my favorite bit has still been the pole vaulter who got caught on the pole. He got caught on the fucking pole.
Yeah.
I think what made it worse for me is that you could see it wobble when it got hit. I was like, ah!
I didn't want to go into detail on stream, but okay.
My brother sent me like a gif of the breakdancing one with the Seinfeld theme playing in the background.
I've seen so many Simpsons memes come out of the breakdancing one.
Oh god damn it, they took it down already.
That lady from Australia?
Yeah, just, if somebody's ever dissing one of your fly girl, you get one of these.
Okay, it still works in Discord, but trying to go onto Twitter, it's like disabled by copyright.
Mm-hmm.
Tragic.
Fucking stupid.
Apparently, this is going to be breakdancing's first and last Olympics for the time being, because they ain't bringing it back next time.
I think this was an experiment year for it, so...
I read that France was very much advocating for it as well.
I think the big one for next time is going to be the esports division that they're trying for next year. I think it's going to be the big experimental one. Which I'm curious how that's going to go, because I do know two of the games already selected are Street Fighter and Tekken for that.
Oh, well, that was one thing we were talking... Like, Lucian and I were talking about this earlier, and we basically said, if you do not have Street Fighter there for one of the fighting game reps, it's going to be dead on arrival.
I mean, I think especially the big one, honestly, be Tekken, because Tekken is probably the most worldwide played fighting game out there on that, especially because of, you know, the whole story with Pakistan in the game now at this point, so...
Yeah.
Not even the best player in the country, just the one that can make it.
God. Oh, God. Think about Tekken when they have an Olympic team of Pakistanis coming in. Oh, God.
Oh, God. Pakistan every year.
Oh god!
Just
I just put two and two together on that.
the-
That's terrifying.
Lord. Anyway, the fucking
But-
Pakistan team for Tekken rolling up like the goddamn Pillar Men.
You know what? I'm gonna call it, and I'm gonna call my shot right now about because of what happened with Mario and Sonic. Because like there was one thing I didn't note, and we didn't pay attention to this, and we didn't start saying anything until the Summer Olympics. There was no Beijing 2022 Winter Olympics game.
I think just
None of us paid any attention to that.
I think because the last one did so bad at that point, and the that I don't think anybody really paid attention to it at that point. Is probably why.
That's fair, but we didn't get the word that IOC had long. Oh, you know, it just occurred to me there's freaking subtitles. What?
Oh yeah, that's another thing in the PC port for.
Yeah, I was like, that wasn't in the PS2
Yeah,
version.
they have that. Cutscene skip is available as well. The glow on the precursor orbs, which is very nice onto that. They also have speedrunner mode, which just disables any kind of skippable event immediately for you on that. So it's nice.
Neat.
But we were talking about this, and I was like, I genuinely think they're gonna do this outside because, technically speaking, because they stopped this partnership with Sega, they also inadvertently screwed Nintendo over on that one. Because, well, where's the Mario side coming from, dinguses?
Well,
But,
I mean, I think it was Sega basically were the ones that actually.
oh, they were making the game. Nintendo gave them clearance to use Mario.
Yeah, Nintendo just gets a licensing fee. That's it on that.
I know, but I'm pretty sure they're probably a little like really guys on that one too.
I mean, they got. I don't think too much because I mean, admittedly, Nintendo's expanded their reach a lot more, especially for stuff like Super Nintendo World and stuff like that now. So.
But like I said, I unironic because Lucian doesn't think that Nintendo's gonna be approached for anything. I'm just like, no, IOC will be stupid not to at least attempt. I'm sorry.
I don't think for Olympics that they're gonna have anything because Nintendo is so anti-esports on anything that they do that
I wouldn't say that. It's just that in recent years they have made good attempts. It's just that something seems to. And by recent years, I mean the past couple or so years. Don't get me wrong. It seems like something in one of our communities seems to decide, hey, let's go ahead and just botch any goodwill we have. See recently with Jackpot.
I don't know. I feel like it's always been a Nintendo reach out their hand a tiny. Dip their toe a little bit and then just immediately back out kind of deal. But let's not get into that discussion on stream.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But
we've been over it many times.
I think I bet my lip. Ow.
Because I think even if it were like Smash is a definite no, and I don't think Splatoon because I think they would pick just overall. I think in terms of shooters that there are just more competitive esport ones that are going to draw a more worldwide audience onto that kind of deal for that. So if it were to be Olympic esport on that.
That's why I didn't bring. That's also another reason I didn't bring up Splatoon. There were other shooters that I think were probably more likely, so that's why I only brought up Smash.
So like your CS:GOs or your God, I'm terrified. God, Fortnite could be an Olympic sport. I don't know how I feel about that. That's a real possibility.
Hey, I mean, honestly, Olympic squads.
Olympic squads.
Honestly, if it's squads, I'd be game for it.
I would only watch the no build because they have to have like a no build one and a normal one.
I drank 90s at the Olympics.
It's FF14 Savage, like world first run.
World first ultimate race at the Olympics. Let's go.
Gold parse at the Olympics.
World Olympics frontline.
Oh dear Lord. No.
I like frontline, but no.
However, Olympics rival wings? Let's fucking go.
Said no one.
Olympics Moonfire Fair speedrun?
Olympics leap of faith.
Could you imagine if speedrunning became an Olympic sport in general?
And who would be the first company to shoot it down on that?
I know, that's the fun part. No, they're gonna be like, no, and then the IOC would be that dumb one, because they have made a lot of dumb decisions. It'd be like, speedrunning is their first one, and the first game is Super Mario Brothers for the NES, as we look at how overly optimized that game is, and we're just like, why?
I mean, I think one that honestly might actually... I don't know if necessarily an esport kind of setting, but I could definitely see Tetris end up being there for an event on that if it were in a video game realm.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Xenoblade 2, 80% speedrun at the Olympics.
Oh, God!
Who is that for?
Apparently,
no. Is that with the extra with the DLC blades or not?
What's easier to speedrun?
The one with the DLC blades,
Yeah.
because cross-set completely breaks the speed run. Like she
make it
single-handedly,
tolerable potentially
she single-handedly is like the best blade for the speed run, which is hilarious.
Make it toward 80%.
Torno would be more reasonable.
Xenosaga Episode 2, 80%.
No, all Xenosaga episodes 80%.
That only Episode 2. Because it's the shortest fucking one, to the point where there's not even a currency and shop system in the game. What the fuck were you doing?
I feel like that was a sign the game was not full completed.
Really?
Xenosaga 1 was technically not completed, despite it technically being completed.
Having fun, Pat?
Takahashi, you're an interesting card person.
Takahashi certainly built a game. He sure did on that with Xenogears.
I mean,
Truly.
It is funny looking at, after having, all the Xenoblade trilogy, looking at Ben Kaitos, how, especially Origins was absolutely a testing ground for a lot of stuff for Xenoblade. Like, especially the female lead for Button Kaitos Origins is basically just a proto-Fiora.
Oh, wow. That's hilarious.
In every way.
I'm gonna flip backwards because I can do that.
Whoa!
Wow.
Hey.
And now we have Jack. And now we have Jack on the uneven bars.
That's only uneven bars. He's going for that, and Daxter got cut on the bar and he hits the ground.
Oh no, Daxter's fast got hit on the bar.
Okay, I was trying to sidestep going there.
No, I mean let's be fucking real. Let's be fucking real about that. That had to be one reason freaking Tess started dating him. Come on, that has to be.
I don't like this conversation.
I don't want to continue this.
I don't want to think about Daxter's sex life.
I don't want to think about Daxter's massive. I don't want to think about Daxter's massive EP.
Massive E-peen or peen-peen?
This act is over.
Daxter, why'd you do that animation on that? Why did you pelvic thrust when we were having that conversation? Please stop.
Jack, look at my parse. It's so fucking big. Jack, look. I have a gold parse.
What class would Daxter be?
And what?
14, if he's talking about his bars on that.
Monk.
Monk.
I feel
like monk or warrior. Probably.
Warrior? I don't see.
Hey,
No,
Jack, look, I got a gold parse on.
Jack is warrior because he just becomes too angry to die.
True.
Dark Knight.
I'm gonna kill Aubrey.
By Jack 3. Jack 3, he fucked off to go play Destiny and went and got the prismatic class in Destiny 2, which is just
I would whoa! What the hell?
Prismatic in Destiny 2 is basically just having both light and dark jack. Literally. You literally just have the light and dark jack meters.
I had to
Now,
stop.
well, here's my question: is one of them actually busted?
Strand Titan.
Is one of them a glorified heal button and nothing else on that?
Solar Titan.
Okay,
then I don't want to die today. So, Solar Strand Prismatic Titan. Got it.
How?
Did I get everything?
I mean, I've seen people make like X-Men and Avengers themed builds in Destiny. It's really funny. Like, for example, I saw the one video that everyone was dressed like the Avengers. There was a Hawkeye build. Guess what he did?
Some sort of archer?
Bows. Every slot. Heavy bow. Special bow. Energy bow.
I think there was... Pat, go back. I thought I saw Precursor Orb back. Am I crazy? No, where you were swinging.
Yeah, I'm trying to...
Can you first person look up? Oh shit, okay.
I thought that was work from Warhammer.
Yeah, I
okay,
wasn't crazy. Okay. I wasn't crazy, yay.
Well,
my quota,
yeah,
that's exactly like my quota of my sanity is still here.
I like Brandon. I had to stop playing for a second and process Daxter sex life.
Oh, hi Daxter. How's your sex life?
You're tearing me apart, Praxis!
No. Oh god, what's his girlfriend called in name in
Kira? Ashlyn?
No, not Jak, Daxter.
Yes.
That's
You're tearing me apart. Okay, I think that's okay. So I think after this, that's everything in this section of the level. Whoa!
You are on the wrong Z-axis, my friend.
That was the most mob spaghetti Jak and Daxter glam that's happened in a while. Oh my god.
Pat, in my mind, I was thinking of saying choke, but I held back, and then it happened anyway.
Oh no, my stand is getting stronger. You don't even need to say anything anymore.
Dumbass gets stronger and stronger by the second.
Dear Lord, what would Dumbass Requiem do?
In case we haven't said on stream before, Dumbass is Ace's stand on that.
It has to. If you say something if you jokingly say something with full confidence, it will make it true.
To be fair, half the time when you say that,
wrong.
it is basic logic, though. Half the time when you say those, you say a basic logic thing.
That I've done. But the other half of the time, it is kind of a educated Hail Mary that ends up landing.
An educated Hail Mary? That is a phrase I don't think that is a phrase I don't think I've ever heard or would ever hear in my life, and I don't think I'm ever gonna hear it again.
You know what a Hail Mary in football is.
I know what a Hail Mary is.
We know what a Hail Mary is.
Yes. But an educated Hail Mary. Yeah. I'm just like, wait a minute. I'm just like, huh?
It's like going for a heartbeat. Like, there is an amount of strategy, but there's enough chance that you gotta basically...
Hail Mary is just pure blind faith at that point.
Hey, Pat, depth perception.
It's a bitch.
The Z-axis is fucked.
How about depth perception?
Alright, Slapfest just ended. We only have one Splatfest left.
Pretty sure.
And I really bounced off of Splatoon 3 in hindsight.
It's the Grand Festival. It's a big one.
I bounced off of it so hard.
It's
well, if you want to influence how the fourth game is, you might want to at least pick a team.
The problem is that it just feels like a chore to play for me these days with like Battle Pass shit.
That's fair.
And just,
Hey, at
yeah,
least-
you have to even unlock the weapons.
At least Battle Pass was free. Oh, wait, what is it?
Well, they are switching, I do know Fortnite is switching their things of at least now at this point that I think a year after, something that they actually are going to make the items from the Battle Pass at least purchasable on the store, which has kind of been the biggest pain in the ass about it for the longest time.
I'm sorry, little Jimmy, you can't play as Peter Griffin because you didn't exist 2 years ago.
Hey, Lois, look at this guy. I can't do Peter. I can do Lois.
Hello.
Hey, Lois! I died.
Peter, you can't get on kids just because they didn't exist 2 years ago.
Oh, Goku shot me in the ass with a 12 gauge.
I ran into four cells calling themselves the 4 brain cells, and they all hit the gritty after wiping my squad. Something we did at one point. The 4 brain cells.
The 4 brain cells on that, yep.
That might be one of my favorite bits we've ever done in that game.
Yeah. Okay, where the fuck is the platform? Platform not moving anymore? Fucking hell, come on.
So, speaking of, I called my shot. Speaking of the last Splatfest, I called my shot saying they wouldn't do another idol thing because they already did that with 1 because that didn't influence who got kidnapped in the story. Technically, it's not idol themed, but
it's idol themed.
in part. Now, the actual choices will influence, and the influencing choices is another thing, but it's who's representing each of them that might as well make this idol themed.
Yeah.
So it's like, what the question is, what's most important to you, the past, the present, or the future? Squid Sisters is the past. The best girls are the present, and Deep Cut is the future.
Present because lesbians.
Yes. Oh, also, I also realized something. Since I'm picking Team Present, I can make all the Xenoblade 3 jokes.
Something endless now.
Endless now. I'm still waiting on somebody to draw Zed like Hugh Neutron running down that endless pipe.
Endless.
If you think about it, Merlina from Sonic and the Black Knight was a Mobius.
You're not wrong.
Okay, that perception.
Are you on the correct Z-axis?
Answer is yes. Oh, thank Christ. We're free.
Guys, there's still more Spire game to go.
I can't think of the word.
Okay, yeah, from D23, I know the Incredibles are coming to there. All my timeline was just showing the picture of Miss Incredible with the hip shake emo, and it's just like, you do not know the power that you just unleashed.
Yeah.
Okay. About D23, Incredibles 3 I'm torn on because I'm just like, Incredibles 2 was super mid in my opinion, but I still have such a soft spot for Incredibles 1 because that was just such a great film. So I'm just like...
I mean, for me, it's just frankly of the entire Disney catalog is, man, you can so tell Disney is in we need money now mode onto that thanks to Disney Plus, because man, I think I counted 1 original IP that entire...
There was an original IP?
Yeah. I think there was one announcement of a new IP project. The rest were all just sequels or...
Sequels that people don't even want.
Yeah.
I was also
I'm surprised.
Did bring up a point which, like, I saw on Twitter. I forgot who said this. It's just like, I'm kind of on the point that there's sort of Frozen 3. That wasn't what pissed off the person who tweeted it. The fact that they saw that concept art for Frozen 3, I'm thinking,
oh yeah.
What?
Oh yeah, no, the concept art looks straight out of like Sleeping Beauty kind of artwork style onto it. It's like, fuck, man, I want that kind of style really bad.
By the way, there was an animation. What? Hold off. Kill me. Anyway, there was a rally for animation yesterday, from what I heard.
Yeah, because we're currently on the Saga animation strike right now.
The animation strike is going on.
Yeah, the animation, both the video game strike and animation strike are going on right now. Onto that, so.
Okay, so I was just like, how do I support? I mean, the video game strike I already know because listen to some VAs who are streamers
For
as well.
animation one, right now it is, I think mostly is putting pressure on the big ones of like Warner Brothers and Disney are definitely the two big ones on that. I forget who else is currently on that track too. But yeah, I guess the other part, to think for process of time skip for Incredibles, I actually don't want a time skip for Incredibles onto that, and I feel like if we ever actually finally did that Pixar tier list thing, I think the big thing that I kind of realized, especially when going through some interviews for Incredibles 2 and stuff like that, I kind of agree with Brad Bird onto set that he noticed a lot of people wanted it to age the kids up, but he was kind of always running into the problem. If we age the entire family up, they honestly are gonna probably naturally kind of drift apart, and then it just becomes every other superhero team up again, and you kind of get away from the one thing that actually makes the Incredibles unique, which is the family dynamic, the actual superhero family
I
dynamic.
feel like they could just not force them apart, though.
But admittingly, like, if you grow them up to be, like, college age or stuff like that, there is just going to be kind of that natural, you know, drifting them apart a bit onto that. And
yeah, especially with someone like Violet in particular, who would be going to college first.
Maybe lean into it and make that kind of the focus of the movies, them just trying to stay together while slowly drifting apart.
I mean, that's kind of every superhero team movie onto that is kind of the problem on that, you know? Like, that just sounds like a Guardians of the Galaxy or Avengers kind of team on that when it's described kind of like that. But, okay, I guess also talking about D23. Okay, Sophie's not here, so she can't quite back me up, but I want to get on my park rant.
Fire away!
Man, it's becoming more and more frustrating that Disney is so reliant on knocking down any kind of old attraction and just slapdashing IP onto it. It's getting really frustrating, and man, from this from this past D23, it's like, man, Hollywood Studios just has like fucking nothing left at this point. It's gone from
yeah, that's so creatively bankrupt.
It's gone from my favorite park into there to easily my least favorite park. There is no reason for me. There is no motivation for me going back to Hollywood
It's
Studios.
still kind of funny because the thing that we're getting rid of is like fucking Aerosmith.
Yeah.
Like, wait, this is where we draw the line?
I'm really worried because the concept art, if I feel like I know where that is in the park, it might be also getting rid of Tower and Terror, and I feel like that might be the line people go, okay, no, on that.
It's like we have we have a line here and you just crossed it.
Yeah, Disney has kind of been in the shitter for a while on their theme park stuff, because like, honestly, the last real Grand Slam that they had in the park was like Expedition Everest, and that was back in like 2006. On that.
Oh yeah, I wanted to actually go to that. I just never did.
Yeah,
I haven't been to Disney World in so long.
It's mainly been ever since Universal got back into the game with, you know, ever since they did Wizarding World onto that, and like they became a serious competitor. Universal has basically smelled blood in the water and is going all in on their
kill.
Because they realize, oh shit, Disney can bleed on that, and they're taking, like, honestly, a lot of people are now converting over to Universal at this point for their trips and stuff like that. And I think that's only going to grow more once Epic Universe actually drops on that. How many more are we? Oh god, we're still missing a lot. Dark Eco Cars, explore the cave.
God, it begins!
It begins! I hate this level. I hate this level so much. Whoop.
Excuse me. Sorry, burp. But I'm just like, I haven't been to like these big theme parks in so long, and I'm just like, I'm only feel like I'm incentivized to go to Super Nintendo World out of obligation as a Nintendo fan.
I mean, honestly, for me, Epic Universe is kind of, besides another Wizarding World, which I'm just kind of like, onto the other major 3 parks. I guess even 4, considering the main park, I also really like the theme for. I think the other ones are just really kind of knocking it out of the park of everything that I see for them on that. Which, if people don't know, the main parks are another Wizarding World, Super Nintendo Land, How to Train Your Dragon, and Dark Universe, which is based on Universal monsters onto that. Everything they put out, all of them look super high quality and actually doing a lot of really interesting stuff with them, so I'm really curious onto that. Also, yeah, Alexandra, if you're ever wanting to go back to another theme park, definitely Universal on that. At least, The big 2 for Universal will be Epic Universe, of course, when that gets out, and Islands of Adventure on that.
Here's the thing. It's gonna feel so foreign to me because as a kid, we went to Islands of Adventure a lot over this, like, almost every summer, but then just, like, after we moved, we just stopped making trips over there.
Around what time were you going to Islands?
I can tell you what Marvel rides were still there off the top of my head.
They're still all there, for the record.
No, I can tell. Well, like I said, the ones I remember off the top of my head, there's that Spider-Man, the Spider-Man one, the Incredible Hulk coaster, which I was too scared to ride on as a kid because it was a launch coaster.
Yep.
The Doctor Doom Tower.
Yep. All of the Marvel rides are still there at Universal on that, so.
Doctor Doom stock speed at an all-time high right now. Land is fantastic.
Yeah, because like Islands didn't change much until Wizarding World came in onto that, and then some changes kind of started hitting in because the major ones. The major ones have been that Poseidon's Fury closed down, so like Lost Continent doesn't really have anything, and Velocicoaster have been the like big additions for Islands on that. I do know there is the rumor kind of going around for main Universal that when Simpsons license expires onto that, you know, they're gonna have to retheme that entire land. Pokemon has been coming up in that rumor consistently onto that. Which that makes sense if they're going with the Harry Potter kind of strategy. That would, because the other big rumor that has been like for literally over a decade has been Lost Continent would be turned into Hyrule onto that. Which that would make sense if they're doing the strategy that they did with HP would be the get a Nintendo part in all 3 of the parks, so Nintendo fans have to go to all 3 of them at that point.
Yeah,
so like
that would be clever.
That would check out onto that, and I think there is a Pokemon ride being put into where the Spider-Man ride used to be at Universal Japan onto that, so it'd probably be very hard.
You know what? I'm actually kind of more surprised about that TPC was willing to play ball on this.
I think, honestly, because it is a theme park onto that, and Universal and Nintendo have such a big relationship now at this point, that's probably why it's been a bit, but, I mean, Universal would absolutely jump on Pokemon being, like, as big of a property as it is, so...
I know, but at the end of the day, Nintendo could say yes all they want. If TPC says no, it's no.
Yeah, but I think, I mean, Universal has shown so much that they are able to do in theme parks that they're like, okay, that I think Pokemon Company was willing to play ball with that.
Okay, whose kneecaps do I have to break over at the Pokemon Company to get a new Pokemon Ranger game?
Ishihara, Masuda, I'm never seeing anybody else.
Okay.
Oh shit, she actually had names. Oh fuck.
Alright, okay, alright, I'll give a Monkey Wrench.
I have names I say as my eye twitches.
But I'm pretty sure... Who here wants another Pokemon Ranger game, or at least a collection?
Well, here's the thing. How the hell would you make that work at this point? It requires
I don't know, but they'll make it work.
I guess maybe if it were to be like mobile ports or something like that. Maybe.
I suppose. You know, actually a Pokemon Ranger mobile game would actually kind of be cool.
Yeah, I would just think because of the touchscreen on phones and stuff like that, I feel like that would probably be the best way to go about it.
Yeah. Speaking of Pokemon spin-offs, Red Rescue Team is on NSO.
Yeah.
If you don't have Rescue Team DX, go ahead and get it. But I would recommend you find a copy of Rescue Team DX because that's like the definitive way to play that game. And please play that game because the Mystery Dungeon series is so great.
Seconded.
Don't buy Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Buy Chocobo's Dungeon.
Okay, look, real talk. I'm actually gonna get back to that tonight.
Pokemon or Chocobo?
Chocobo.
Chocobo.
Oh, Chocobo! Look at the Scrimblow. It's so cute. It made me cry.
Which one are we trying to kill or do?
Got quite a few onto this. Destroy Dark Eco Cause, Exploit the Great Cave, Scout-Lies. Oh wait, I think I know. Yeah, this one.
The one you have to. I think you're gonna run out before you can get there.
Let's be
Or
ready.
you'll be kind of real close.
Speedrun it. Let's speedrun it. Let's speedrun it.
You got screwed.
Did that hit?
It did.
Yeah!
Golf clap. Golf clap. Golf clap. I said it at the start of the stream, Alexandra, but that was like, I think, the one power cell that took me the longest to even realize existed. And I know Pat mentioned that it's like the spare one in case you lock yourself out of one of those other ones, but
Yeah.
still, that drove me nuts for the longest time my first time playing this game. Which means I will never forget it because it had left a scar.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Alexandra, you...
That would also leave a scar, if there's anything left.
What did I do?
There's nothing... Yeah, since you missed last session, I would like to ask you something. If you could get high off of one let me try that again. If you could get high off one eco type, which would it be?
Light, because I would transcend everything for a few moments.
What kind of drug would white eco be like onto that?
I don't know. Whatever
The
drug,
hardest
whatever
meth you've ever seen.
whatever causes Jack to spawn vein wings from his bathroom. I don't know.
Concentrated
Clearly-
Red Bull.
Clearly, it is the equivalent of getting a 3-herb medicine from Resident Evil.
What it's like to chew 5 gum.
Chuck drinking 5-hour energies and going to the forbidden hour of the day.
Oh, did you? I saw this article say.
Good job.
I saw this article say that maybe in a couple hundred years, the Earth's gonna drift in such a way that we may have an extra hour to the day, but it might not be for like again a couple hundred years. I was like, oh shit! Few generations later, they're gonna have a dark hour. Let's fucking go.
My brain thinks of fucking Final Fantasy 13, which has 13-hour days, which has like 25-hour days. Which, yes, that's a thing you probably didn't know about.
Just doesn't come up
Now you
often.
do. It only really comes up in the game where the clock changes to a 24-hour day as a plot point.
Oh, I remember the last
Or
I remember.
yeah,
Here.
okay, I need to there was like one pathway you need to get to. I forget where the actual way is to.
Oh, the dark one. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Oh, I don't remember. That dark path you were talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
think I-
Yeah, I see it in my mind's eye, but I don't know.
Yeah, I
where
know
you
what
took
it
that
is
turn.
because I
I think it
hated
might be
going
this
through it
way.
because no, it's not. Although, let's see if you did miss a
I think it's like back
Right,
in that
yeah.
in the main part of
Yeah, it's from the main part. I know that.
yeah. What the fuck?
By the way, if you ever
Not a perfect
also
circle.
by the way, for anybody who has arachnophobia, don't play this level. FYI.
To be fair, like their designs are changed in such a way that I don't think arachnophobia triggers as hard.
Yeah, they're very, very cartoon designed.
I feel like the legs are in such a way that it's not as harsh. As
It
you
is
might
still
think.
messed up, and when you think about it, that you're knocking their legs off as part of their health bar. There it
Yeah.
is.
But I was also thinking about it, just that whole what was I gonna say? But yeah, one of Lucian's friends, and we ended up having a conversation about this because I hate bugs as well, and yet I'm just like, oh, cool bug type Pokemon. And I was, and somebody asked me because I like Scolipede is one of my favorite Pokemon, and it was just like, well, what would you do if Scolipede was in real life? I'd shit my pants and run and be like,
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, like I feel like the face would make it less frightening.
In real life?
Yeah.
It's still a centipede, and I'm just like, nope, 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 IRL on that one.
Ow!
Too many jumps.
Too many jumps. Too many jumps. Oh gosh.
Too many weaves.
So I was watching. Sayu's been going through gone through Metal Gear. I think Metal Gear's 1, 2, and Solid's 1, 2, and 3. And then it got in my mind, I'm gonna watch SGB again. So I'm watching Metal Gear Solid 2, and then I was just like, I am quoting the Hi I'm Daisy comic again. Oh god. It's just like I'm prepared to grab your crotch.
There is one VTuber that got the most Metal Gear pilled, like to a absurd brain rot degrees, to the point that one of her more recent streams of going through Metal Gear Solid 1, she managed to mod a model of a PS1-esque version of her VTuber model into the game.
That's amazing.
Cat, please.
I'm trying.
You can't become Jack that, for the love of God!
This bodes poorly for Jack too.
This bodes extremely poorly for Jack too.
By the way, the water. I think there was actually. I think there's a. Was there a power cell or precursor, or is that other pathway that had the water in it?
Yeah, he does have to go back to that after this one.
Yeah.
Don't let the lights go out.
Oh shit!
You gotta keep grabbing Aku boxes, Jack.
I keep picking up Sly Cooper with this section weirdly on that.
Or is it this one? Well, that's a crystal to blow up.
I saw some really cool Sly Cooper fan art recently.
Oh yeah, I think I remember the one you're talking about on that. Okay, that's it.
Okay. Just had to kill it.
Just seeing if
Kill
that
it
was the
then.
last one in case it left a precursor orbs. Or power cell.
There will be a power cell here. Oh, dun,
Yep.
dun.
Hooray!
Ding.
Hit again.
Hey Jack, what do you think of ice? What do you think if you turned Eco into ice cream? What would each flavor taste like?
Vanilla?
Dark
Vanilla?
Eagle will be liquor. Dark Eagle will be black licorice.
Chocolate.
Bitch, I love
Fun.
black
You're no
licorice.
fun, Jack.
Black licorice is.
I love black licorice.
Oh, someone has to.
I get it from my grandfather.
He delivers you black licorice.
Not in the last.
Does Ace have any taste buds on
Shut the fuck up! I'm eating mint chocolate chip ice cream right now.
Hell yeah, mint chip, baby!
Yeah, that's the flavor you can respect.
I always think I'm a
okay,
wax job
FYI,
stuff.
anybody who says it tastes like toothpaste, you are fucking lying.
You don't.
Or
brush
you
your
have
teeth.
you have really good toothpaste. In which case, where are you getting it from?
Yo, hit me with that shit. Come on.
That's the last one. Whoopee. Okay,
Alright,
go back
we're
to that
done.
water.
We're out.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Are we?
Just-
Check.
I'll check.
Yeah,
We're not done.
one more.
Fuck.
Or not. Yeah.
Go back
Okay,
the other way.
go back the other way. I don't think there's any Dark Eco crystals in this area.
I think the
I
only
don't
one
think.
that was under the water. But let's go to the end of the.
Yeah, the one that's
section there.
underwater. Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
try to do
Yeah,
that
that
one.
one over there.
Oh,
Ooh,
What the hell?
I got clips on
invisible
the wall.
wall.
Yeah, there's a
invisible
crystal
wall.
down here.
Yeah, this should do
Hopefully that's the last one.
It should be.
And if it's not,
Ah!
That was the last
There it
Dark
is.
Eco crystal.
Yep. Okay, we're done.
Okay.
it. Thank you,
We're
Dexter.
done.
Thank you, Dexter.
Freedom!
and now to skip Lavitude because fuck you.
No, it's
I don't think that'll be happy.
100%.
He's referring to the
Or
speedrun, but yeah.
means. Now fall in.
We fall.
Good job.
We
If it got you to the front of the freaking cave faster, then that would be viable. But I'm pretty sure it was
Banjo
not.
Kazooie Death Warp. Let's go.
Yeah,
I got
unfortunately,
everything. I don't care.
Oh boy, here comes this. Keep moving.
It'll be fine. We do need to give some orbs to a couple of Chuckle Fucks, though.
Shit!
No, we already got this one.
Yeah, we
Oh,
got
sorry.
this one earlier.
Sorry. Flashbacks.
Force of habit. Force of habit.
Damn it! All right.
Boo.
You know, you had to realize because the second precursor, the second oracle in the second hub area said that foreshadowing line about Jak 2 that they already had Jak 2 more or less written out, at least in concept at this point.
I don't know.
Don't think so, considering everything we know about Jak 2's development cycle. I don't really think they did have it quite planned out, at least
I think
tonally where they were going yet onto that. So.
I think they planned on something concerning Jak getting fucked up with Dark Ego by that point, though. They wouldn't have put it in
Like
here.
maybe
if they didn't.
maybe making Dark Eco a power in the next game is maybe already an idea.
I could see something like that, but yeah.
What was the quote from before?
Something about like the dark light has twisted the fate of one of you or something like that. But if you think it, like
we're
you're
talking about Daxter.
you're
Yeah.
supposed to think
Yeah,
it's
I-
Daxter,
yeah.
but it's actually Jak.
Power of retrospect. We haven't given in the orbs to the miners yet, have we?
Not yet. Make my way over to there. And for the scout fly that is just hanging out over in that area.
Yeah, fly just vibing.
I've been trapped in this box for many years.
You are free, child.
No, let's go find your
Hear
friend.
me.
It just like the Rita Repulsa line in the squeakiest voice.
Fortunately, so squeaky that Discord refuses to pick it up.
No, because I cut out because I started laughing.
That cave.
And Power Rangers sure fell off. If only there was some sort of other.
Well,
joke
to be
about some
fair,
stuff.
Power Rangers really has fallen off because I don't think they were new. I think Power Rangers is actually going to go kaput at this rate.
I think they
But I
are
don't think-
selling off like the memorabilia of the series now and stuff like that from what I remember.
If you're upset about the loss of Power Rangers, may I remind you of Super Sentai and also Kamen Rider. Watch Kamen Rider. Please watch Kamen Rider. A double is a great starting point.
And now the two guys that I can tell that this area got cut down majorly onto this, because these guys give you like what, like four power cells?
Power cells. Yes, they give you 4.
Yeah, so I can tell that it was like, okay, we had another section of the game plan, but it didn't happen on that, so
We want power cells.
beef that number up.
I
Wonder
still
if
like
they-
how
they-
I still like how you told me with the HD collection how much fear just went into the people's eyes when they realized like what technical nonsense they did with this entire trilogy.
Goal
That
is
made it
certainly
this
hard.
trilogy.
the goal is certainly the programming language of all time. On that.
It's just that
Honestly,
fear.
the PS2's architecture is perfectly normal. It's just that everyone broke the fucking rules developing for it.
Sony gave everyone a pipeline, and it was like, "Oh, we're not gonna develop games like that." How? And then they designed the
like-
PS3 like that, and nobody wanted to develop that way on it.
We still don't know how the fuck the PS3 works.
Did anything in Jak 2 or 3 feel like something that was originally going to be in 1? I mean, there's like the precursor area that is like a deliberate callback.
Yeah,
I
but I
can't
think
really
that's just a
think so
callback.
on that.
I think they were each location I think was pretty, what do I want to say, deliberately made for that game.
Yeah, I can't think of
Games, I
anything
mean,
that would be like reuse stuff from Jak 1 or anything like that.
I think there sooner would have had stuff from Jak 3 that was intended for Jak 2, rather than Jak
other way
2
around,
being from
yeah.
Precursor Legacy.
I mean, they
like,
clearly they clearly reused a couple assets here and there from this game in Jak 2 for plot
Mhm.
purposes, but you know.
Yeah, I got it this time. Here's Power.
Yeah, so we're gonna see how many precursor orbs I have after this, because this is the last time you need to pay for anything with them. So
More power cell.
Dude, we just got here. Stop yelling at us.
Come on, Luigi.
well, Ultra Warrior, it's more of that just the series is not popular anymore with Power Rangers onto that. Yeah, 220. That's not even counting the ones that we're gonna get from the final area. So yeah, no, you don't need to technically get every single precursor orb onto it.
My question is, what was the 101st power cell that was tacked on at the last second? Because I've heard some people say it was the one that you have to race out of spider cage with. I've heard some people say it was adding scout flies to Golemaya Citadel. So I don't know which one it is.
I feel like it's that one out of Spider Cave because that one just seems so random compared to all the other power cells that are in the game. So I feel like it was that. But at the same time, I could see the argument for the scout flies because that's just a super easy implementation. You've done it in every level, you know.
I mean, because they've done it in every level, there's no reason not to put them there.
Yeah. I could see that argument go either way. I just always believed that's been this one because it always seems like the, okay, just put it in a box, boom, we're done on that, you know.
Squeak, squeak.
Oh, I think it actually is just back here.
Yeah, I think Lava Tube Interest is right there.
Well, I mean, Ultra Warrior, you gotta remember, Power Rangers started how long ago?
Early mid-90s?
Yeah, so like it's been around for 30 years. It kind of falling off in popularity is just a fact of time on that, you know. Especially because Power Rangers in its content is just 90s as fuck on, you know.
Yeah, but not only that, from what I've heard, it's like if they're gonna keep going Power Rangers, they're not even gonna use any of like the Sentai, Super Sentai footage, you know, they use for like, you know, for fight scenes so they can, you know, like put down on resources for...
I was so mad when they showed up... Daxter was with your eyes.
Just blinking.
Anyway, I was so mad when they showed off Cosmic Theory, which I think is the most recent season, and they showed off, alright, we're using new suits, but we're still using the Megazord footage from Q Ranger. I was so mad because on the one hand, original suits, okay, cool. But why the Q Ranger suits? The Q Ranger suits are so cool!
Hey, I've come to just super loathe Power Rangers, like, so, like, I don't do much on Sentai, but my old anime club in college, we did have a live action.
Nice job.
Well,
sorry.
Well,
I do remember that this section is really tight.
yeah, it is, surprisingly, but, okay. Anyway,
I'm just gonna tap this gas for a lot of this.
Yeah, just tap. Well, don't tap it too slow. You don't want to blow up.
When I'm actually buying precursor orbs onto that.
Yeah. You know? Well, thankfully, Lava Tube actually has a checkpoint, so.
Yeah.
Which is a speed running.
Yeah, actually, yeah, they do a lot of death warp.
Anyway, continue on your Power Ranger fig.
Yeah,
so we did watch some live action stuff. I remember distinctly watching Kamen Rider Forze and Gokaiger, which if you guys did. If you guys
Forze! Real validated.
And the one thing I always remember from Forze is my name is Ken and I'm gonna make friends with everyone in the school. That was just over.
And you tell that one was written by the writer of Yes, the writer of Kamen Rider wrote Kamen Rider. Try again, brain.
Wow.
The writer of Fluid Lava wrote Forze.
The door's open. Let's get going.
Phase guitar.
But
Continue.
and if you guys didn't know, Gokaiger was the 30th anniversary or 40th anniversary Sentai series. Really good, by the way. You should watch it.
Yeah, Gokaiger, good. Super Mega Force, not good.
Yeah, that's where I was getting at. I'm just like, oh god, what the fuck did they do? Because the thing is, Super Mega Force was supposed to be adapting Gokaiger, and they also made it their anniversary series. So yes, old Power Rangers were supposed to come back like as cameos and stuff. That's like they did in Gokaiger. Except it was hot garbage.
Tragic.
They did RPM so dirty, and that's like the best season of Power Rangers. Ironically, fucking Beast Morphers was a better anniversary season than Super Mega Force. Because like they actually took.
Stop, like-
Oh god.
It's like they did some legitimately good things with bringing back old plot points from earlier seasons, especially RPM. As an RPM fan, I was so happy with Beast Morphers.
You know, for a second,
like
I
all
thought you said Super Metroid. I was like, what?
I almost said Super Mega Force. I had to
As a
stop
Power
my
Rangers fan, I'm
brain.
so happy about Super Metroid.
I had to
I'm
stop
always
my,
happy about Super Metroid.
Well, who wouldn't be? We missed two.
I mean, by the
Stop
end,
line.
by Dread, Sam is could be kind of considered a rider, especially since she's using
I mean, she's definitely inspired by them for sure.
Tokusatsu, definitely. But by Dread, what she's basically embodying one major theme of Rider, which is the villains and heroes using the same powers.
Where's old short, green, and wrinkly?
This is terrible.
Which, if you think about it, Geo from Star Force is a common rider.
Relax, sweetheart.
Star Force Socks. Bye.
Uh,
I wonder if there's I wonder if there's some kind of commonality between my brain rots.
The sages have been kidnapped.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. On the one hand, I understand Kira freaking out that her dad went missing, but on the other hand, this feels very out of character. She was so calm until this.
It's like you just got bundle up into a tiny little ball and release it at the appropriate time.
Hey man, when Daxter's telling you some bullshit and you're just not having it, I think that's a hell of a needle to pop that balloon.
Oh, there's one. We missed one. Back we go.
Oh, there's one. Oh, I thought he missed two. Okay.
Fuck it, we gotta go back to Geyser Rock.
Ah! Back to
I'm
the
making-
RP walk. RP walk.
RP walk through the entire final zone of Endwalker on the last day of Endwalker. Let's fucking go. I actually did that.
Nice.
When I got to the end, I cried because there was a ton of people there.
Oh, God.
Question. Since I had to, since like I said, I've already told people this, but I had to indefinitely postpone Final Fantasy 14 until I can get it on PS5 because after the benchmark, I can't run it on my laptop anymore.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So until I can get it on my PS5 and get a keyboard to attach to my PS5, I can't play it.
Damn.
That being said, though,
I recommend a Logitech.
when Endwalker was early in its early days, and I know you go to the moon already, and I was like, I don't know for what reason, but you do go to the moon. Were people making Moonbase Alpha jokes in chat?
Yes.
No.
Sure.
Yes.
Good.
Anytime.
I don't-
Oh yeah.
On
The
launch
hunt
day in
trains-
particularly.
On hunt trains for a while when they go through the moon, there were several Moonbase Alpha jokes.
Good.
Hey.
Yeah, if you want to know my 14 progress chat, since I think I've talked about it, yeah, I've beaten base Endwalker at this point for where I'm at. So I'm almost current. I'm almost there at this point.
Oh, it was
You want
that
good-
early? Wow.
You want a good keyboard for PS5? I recommend a Bluetooth Logitech keyboard. It served me well for years at this point.
That's what I pretty much use on my base computer for myself on that, so.
Also, my current 14 progress is I am within the first couple hours of Stormblood.
I think, have you made it to the second, have you made it to the optional dungeon of
No, not yet.
Okay.
Last thing I would...
My business trip was a big stopgap on
Fair
progress.
enough, yeah.
Yeah, you're probably around where I am because the last thing I could do before that benchmark was I was taking a nice little tour of Kugane.
Okay, so
Yeah, so I'm a little bit past you.
Yeah. So Alexandra, Sophie, and Savannah are all around the same spot then at that point. All right.
Yeah, but like I said, I stopped my subscription because there's no point in me paying $14 a month for something I can't actually play right now.
Thank you, Graphic.
Also because Ace here would never shut up about Kugane Tower, I went out of my way to do it when no one else was online.
As Stefan likes to do.
Yeah.
I'm also one of the only.
Oh, we already got it. We already
That
got
was the last
it.
one. Yeah.
It was like literally
like
the first one of the area. On there.
Yeah, it was real embarrassing.
I blink and I look away for a second, and you already got it. God damn it.
Also, I'm now one of the few people in this friend group that did the event tower.
God, man, that's it. I got to the file section, And I'm just like, oh.
Whoa! Oh my god!
Wow! Blows up.
Oh god!
No, Sonic is not a common rider, guys. No.
Yeah, I think I got to like to the final section of the event tower on my first night, and I was just like, all right, I will call it for the night here, and then yeah, I blasted through it the next morning. I'm surprisingly okay at 3D platformers with restricted jumping controls.
What was I gonna say? I think also
those were an instant kill.
I think the other last thing I remember distinctly doing was doing a lot of the Fall Guys event at the Gold Saucer.
Ah, yes.
Excellent.
I do find it adorable that your character does dance like the little bean at the end of the results.
Oh, that's an emote. You
emote.
can get that as an emote.
Oh, that's awesome. I
made sure to buy that as soon as I saw it was in the
oh yeah, I use it all the time.
event.
I can't fucking escape Fall Guys at this point, because, like, I was there at the beginning of Fall Guys, but dropped off pretty early. Then it came to 14.
Came back. And then it came back.
And then it came back, and then it came to Fortnite. And I'm like, God damn it!
And I think it's dropped off again now. So
oh yeah, no, like when they did the I think Fall Guys has been kind of dying ever since they did the whole focusing on the user created levels, which I'm sorry, the user created levels in Fall Guys suck. They are not good. And they've also just kind of eroded the structure of Fall Guys over time.
So is it one of those cases of they don't give you the proper tools, or is it like Mario Maker of you got too much power?
I think players have too much power and levels are just not fun to play through.
Then they added a few diabolical additions of their own, creating the one thing capable of opening the dark eco silos.
Well, that sucks. And I mean to both of those points.
And also, like, the player cap has been decreased steadily over time.
The robot before they use it to destroy the world.
We have breaking fucking news. Hi-Fi Rush may not be dead.
Wait, what?
How?
The thing Sophie put in the other server general.
Let's see.
So wait, did they get a different team?
But now, 2 months after Tango's closure, Krafton has stepped in to take over, and it seems Microsoft has cooperated in the process and pledged to support the studio staff in resuming their work at the new company.
So wait, it means a bunch of that team is working on it, or
much of that team still have jobs.
Yep.
Yay!
All right, that's something.
I guess they just had to close that studio and open up a different one?
I think they got taken into like another one, basically.
Okay.
And they're like, "Ooh, you've made this incredible game. Yeah, we'll support you." Basically.
I mean, if that is the case, I will take it.
I'd rather people have jobs than not have jobs.
Yeppery. Okay, by the way, I was thinking about it with this music. It feels like Great Bay Temple's music, but wrong. Am I crazy?
Been a while since
I mean, like a lot of Jak and Daxter music sounds like Zelda, like dungeon music.
But I mean, this particularly sounds like Great Bay Temple's, because Great Bay Temple has a lot of industrial sounds to it.
Wow.
Sorry, I shouldn't have laughed.
I mean, it was hilarious.
Wait, hold on. You're missing a power cell. There's only 5. You're missing a power cell somewhere. Did you get the one in the mountain pass? I knew it! I knew it! Get the butt back there!
We're going back.
Later.
We're going back in time.
I knew it. I was just like, everyone always forgets the one in mountain pass because you gotta activate the silo. You gotta activate the silo in Snowy Mountain to get to it. Wait, did you? You had to have.
Yeah, we've activated the silo.
Yeah, we got the yellow silo. We just never went back.
Camera. Thank you.
Good old, still early-ish days of 3D platforming with them cameras.
The old.
You know what's actually funny? Someone brought up a point. I forgot who brought this up, but we didn't actually. If you think about it, the reason we call it a camera is because Mario 6. Yeah, because Lakitu. Yeah, the camera.
I mean, it makes sense. What's your POV?
So what was Lakitu doing it for? A documentary?
Sure, you make sure he is a legal speedrun.
Possibly.
Oh.
Roger B's.
Speaking of speed, please tell me you guys did see Peanut Butter's speed run.
I'm not
I
familiar.
see where you are, Warbot.
Yes, if you guys ever have a moment for SGDQ, look up Peanut Butter speed run. You will be happy.
I don't think this is working, Pat.
We're gonna get that power cell later, Brandon. I already said that.
Oh, the Mountain Pass one? Yeah, we can backtrack for that later. I'm just noting that because I noticed it said 94. I was like, wait a minute, we're missing something.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Basically.
Wait a minute! There's a fly on my TV. I'm gonna go smash it.
And there goes your TV.
You
Have fun paying
smash
like
your
another.
TV.
Okay. Okay, I'm sorry if this sounds like a bit of one of those old-timey complaints, but is anyone else annoyed that most TVs nowadays don't have, like, channel and volume buttons on them anymore?
Not too bothered by that, honestly, for me on that.
It's definitely a muscle memory thing.
I mean, at least they still have a power button over there with that. These generators can go burn.
Get all these scrimblers.
Oh god.
They must all die.
Well, yeah, they have to die. You can't leave.
I wasn't saying it as just a common turn of phrase. It was because I saw that he was locked.
Let's get going.
More jumping, yay.
I defeated it.
Defeated what?
A fly on my TV.
Yay! Without any casualty to your TV?
Hooray.
It doesn't take. I don't need to throw a fucking shoe at the TV.
What's your DPS on the fly?
Did you beat Enrage?
I think it's 100%.
I literally just walked up and attacked it with a decently like not volume area plate.
Ah, you unsynced it. I see.
This is the overworld, bitch. It's not even a fate.
But it is a boss encounter.
You sound so viscerally sad about that for some reason. Why?
I wanna fight a savage fly.
I'm a savage fly.
I want to see Randall go top 8.
Oh, hey, I'm actually gonna get through Honeybee Lovely without dying.
Yeah, people have
myself, probably.
People have gotten smarter with that fight, thankfully. And also gear.
Is that Clancy Brown? It
Probably.
sounds like Clancy
Sounds like
Brown.
him.
I'm Daxter.
Looking it up.
He's Jack. He's with me.
Good job, Daxter. You're a real hero.
And Jack's like,
Stop going.
no, what the
Yeah,
f***
it
talking
sounds like
about?
Clancy Brown.
Red Sage was voiced by one Sherman Howard,
Oh,
Oh, okay. Sounds a lot like Clancy Brown then, though.
who would then go on to be the voice of Core.
Really? Huh. Interesting.
Also freaking the main villain of Devil May Cry 2.
Who?
Exactly.
Yeah.
also who? Because I swear that guy switched voice actors halfway through that game. I swear.
Sherman Howard is the only one that got credit, so if it was someone else, then they were uncredited.
Boycott Devil May Cry 2 until that person is credited.
Or just
I don't think he
Devil May
wants
Cry.
I don't think he wants that credit.
Oh my gosh, good save there.
Howard.
So are you gonna just go to like beat Golemai and then get credits and then go back? Or
no. I'm just gonna unlock the rest of these first and then head back at that point.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you can just
be done from
jump
the start.
down from where Samos is.
Yeah.
Okay, I had the biggest struggle with this section as a kid because for some reason it was Jak would never grab onto that second, not the first one coming up, but the second rotating platform.
I think I
'cause he needed
remember
grab.
him his hitbox is a little weird on that one.
Okay. Got all the rewards from the raid.
Yo, Dick,
Speaking of recent things, I could think of that was that I struggled with as a kid, or a lot of us struggled with as kids, and he just flexed because he did the right. So, Greg SGB is playing through Sonic Adventure 2 for the first time recently, and he would the game threw him a bone, the last of the bio lizard, and fucking glitched him, and had him right at the core. So he didn't have to deal with all of the freaking mess that made that
that's
last
just
hit
luck.
so annoying.
That's just luck.
I know, but I'm just like, bro, what the fuck? Like, little kid me would be so angry. And he's just like, I'm just gonna casually flex about this. I was like, oh, bruh.
Time to sprint.
Oh, I was starting to sing Metal Gear. I guess you're thinking something else.
Crash Bandicoot bonus scene.
Ow. Wait, which one?
Whatever one that hit my brain. I don't remember what game. Probably 3.
Well, 3's the
Isn't
like
that just the de facto main theme of the series at this point?
at least for the older ones, yeah.
Orb shower.
Or
Hello, Blue Sage.
or ponder the orb.
Good work, fellas.
On the cube.
Samus was right about you.
Hey, who wants to hold the tungsten cube?
Some precursor metal. That insidious mechanical creation must not be allowed to wreak its terrible havoc. I will try to actuate the shield door by eliciting a conduit of energy between myself and
They're
the vast
dude, they're
portal
kids.
below.
They're kids.
Man, he just wants to talk.
You do that. We'll just
He finally gets to
find
talk
more
with someone
help.
after a while.
Weirdo.
Also, I'm sure you could probably hear that dude has absolutely been in Invader Zim.
Squeaky voice teen over here.
One. Oh. Nice.
There is something about like the voice clip like playing when you respawn. Still, that just like there's just something about that. It's like I can still hear my own screams.
Yeah. Well, I still think the best one in this series is you fall, you hit a death plane, you fall, and this is particularly Jak 2 and 3. You fall, and then you're like, oh. You just fall.
Yeah, the death plane is like 5 centimeters above the
From the
floor.
ground.
I mean, like, what's the funniest one? Like 06, where it's like the moment that you submerge in water, you just die.
Like you're like
For
what?
me
You
personally-
put your pinky toe in there and you die.
Oh yeah, no, literally
fucking-
the pinky toe.
I always think specifically of Chunan Light from Unleashed. Specifically the section where you're in very shallow water, so if you misstep even a bit into the drink and you just immediately hear the
Yeah.
Wait, we're talking HD Unleashed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because like I said, I'm thinking it's like, is that HD or is that Wii? Because I haven't played either.
I wouldn't doubt if he has a similar thing,
I-
and it's like 3 acts.
I cannot remember for the life of me. Now, mind you, I grew up with the Wii version because it didn't have a 360 until like.
Because
Well,
I don't
yeah.
think they have that water. Because I think instead they have to climb up the Tunan waterfall instead for the Wii version on that.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh boy. Oh.
I got it.
Okay.
It's fine.
Rest of it is this.
Like I said, I will compliment the Wii night stages for one particular thing. They spread out fights enough that you can actually at least take in the night music, which is nice.
Oh no!
Right, it's a fell out.
But
Like,
yeah,
no,
it's-
like the night music is arguably the best music in that game.
Yep.
But I just like I didn't understand the complaints of everyone constantly making the memes of constantly getting interrupted by the battle music, and I'm sitting here, I was like, what are you talking about? Until I realized they were talking about the
prevalent
HD
in the
version.
Wii version a lot too, but it's like
Well,
doubly
it's-
so in HD.
It's also just a battle theme that does not benefit from repeated use.
Yeah, that's why it's like I said, if somebody ever like, if somebody really legitimately wanted to go back and make Sonic Unleashed Night stages better, give each of the locations their own unique battle themes.
Or have
Just
it not.
don't do a battle theme. We don't even need it.
Sometimes a battle,
Maybe
something
just
that,
battle
like-
drums.
or hear me out, just nothing. Sometimes no battle theme can be more atmospheric than having a battle theme.
Well,
You
that's
know,
the thing.
like
They did
normal
that.
beat-em-ups.
Oh, damn it! They
Aw.
did that with Eggman Land
Yeah.
because they're what?
Yeah, and it's better for it. Because that is arguably the best night theme. It sounds like the opening from the Batman to me.
Okay, it's like, yeah, it's like I said, I was gonna say music subjective, and I'm just like, Jungle Joyride is right there. Have you heard those beautiful cellos, man?
Listen, that's good too, but I like that other one more.
Also, Cool Edge Night is also a really good contender.
Oh, yo.
Wait, why are we going into that?
Yo, because that's kind of what it sounds like.
Wait, Cool Edge? That doesn't
Yeah,
sound like that.
a little. It sounds a little bit like that. It's not that close, but just close enough where I just think about it, and it makes me laugh. It makes me laugh.
Fair enough.
Oh, yo.
I'm gonna be laughing all night.
Yo.
Also, is it bad that that's the first thing I think of every time I hear that is actually that Oreo joke from Wreck-It Ralph?
Yes.
Also, by the way, you can blame Gareth, fastest thing alive, on that.
Oh yeah.
You can blame him for that.
Hey, hello, Yellow Sage. I think you would really like being in Jak 2 and 3. Just a guess. Guns.
Okay, we can go to Samos now. Or we
Also,
can
shout
leave.
out
It's
to
up
Yellow
to you.
Sage having the same VA as number 274 from Codenames Next Door. A character whose real name I did not realize until just now was called Chad Dixon.
Yeah?
I mean, Dixon is a normal name.
It's not the fact that it's a normal name, it's the fact that we now have Chad Dixon as a character in this day and age.
Yes. Yes. And ironically,
And yet it works entirely well with the character.
Yeah, it's like ironically he was not a Chad and he was kind of a dick. Well, he started. Okay, here's the thing: they
started
make
as
it,
a
they
Chad.
play him up as a Chad, and then teenager happened.
Gas it up. Gas it up.
I said Chad, not Chaz.
Making
Guys,
a
they're
Ch-
reference
Chaz
again.
really wants himself to be a Chad, but unfortunately, he is comic relief.
Oh, okay. I've been like manga Chaz. Actually, really well written.
Oh, that's
like,
not even the same character.
I know. I
After
know.
Duel Monsters, the manga is just a completely different story.
Like, manga Chaz, great character. They lean more into like the Kaiba elements rather than the, well, Majome elements. Shout out to the poor bastard getting a great starting board, and then Zane just loops him to death.
Behold, my perfect starting board. And
And
you
you
lose.
fuck off.
I noticed that you have a bunch of effects that have to go off when the circumstances activate. Real shame.
And
Oh.
Golem.
Oh, it's even more embarrassing than a golem. It's a cute little cyber dragon little thingy.
Cyber Dragon head rise up.
Not Arbor Dragon though. No. That's
Not
a-
after Teledad or Matt.
They really wanted to be a synchro so bad.
Nailed it.
Meanwhile,
Didn't Blue Eyes get a link recently?
Did it?
I don't know about Link. I know they got a Synchro Ultimate Dragon.
Chaos Max Silver.
Well,
Sometimes
Double
you just
piercing
want to do a
damage.
ritual.
Yo, Chaos Max and Skull Servant players do kind of have a similar brain cell of just hit thing really fucking hard.
Ancient Gears, let's
Get my
go.
thing out there. Bam.
You left. I mean, okay. Chaos Max Dragons want to see a low defense point monster on the field. I want to see a low attack point monster on the field.
We are not the same.
I mean, we are very similar.
Okay, after the big jump into that pit area, I think if I'm describing this correctly, that should be around. You should like hang left on that pit area, and that's where you should be able to find the alternate path. I think, if I'm remembering correctly.
I think it's to the right.
Is it right or left? It's in that. It's after that humongous jump you're about to make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's to the right.
Is it okay? To the right or to the left? It's somewhere around here. The yellow Ecovat's there, and we gotta find the path for it.
Tree.
Would you get another scout fly or?
No, precursor orb. It's not in the cave proper. It's like
I think I saw the rock that was supposed to be.
It's on. It's a.
Turn around.
Turn around. Yeah, it might be over
there
here.
it is,
Yeah, there it is.
Okay, yeah, it was
that's
to the left. Yes, I did remember it. Yippee!
I can always hear like the faint of the warning sound going on at the end of that.
Okay, so
It's
you're
really
just
weird.
missing. Okay, it's just scout flies and freeing Samos. Okay, we should be good.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm thinking about it, but now I just kind of want to play SSX. I don't know why. There's just something.
That's fair.
Something about
Well,
this sport that's making me think about it.
at least we have a quick warp back over there.
Yeah.
Man, there's no good snowboarding games.
What?
Yeah, they kind of all died out on that.
Like there were a couple that were like announced a couple years ago, and then nothing really happened with them.
Wait, what games are we talking about?
Snowboarding.
Lost.
Yeah, just
Soundboarding?
snowboarding games. There were
Oh,
like
snowboarding. Okay.
Back we go.
Wouldn't it be crazy if
Yo,
snowboard
wrap
kids
this
do
thing
arrows,
up.
though?
Let's do it. Someone opened a LaCroix in our house.
By the way.
I choose death.
In Master Duel, I was trying to pull for one of the new archetypes they added, Century Ions, which are a synchro archetype of basically Gurren Lagann monsters. Literally built for me. Unfortunately, they put it in the same pack as Bell stuff.
Oh.
Guess what all I got?
You bell stuff.
Yep! Look, Bell, you cool.
Also,
but
man, yeah, Ubel, they just got a whole lot more annoying because now they have more tools to make you try and attack them. At least the artwork is rad.
So, what percentage of Ubel is masochism, and what percentage is horny on Jaden?
Yes.
Yes.
It's complicated.
That's putting it lightly.
Like, half of that is definitely the way of destruction.
Even
Probably just more
after,
Yeah, even
when you
after
get into
they
season
matter.
4, that didn't really stop.
My camera.
Oh God, what? Oh,
Are we back?
Okay, well-
Are we back in the fucking underworld from God of War 1?
No, we're good. We're good. Wait, how many scout fly? Is the 7th scout fly up here?
Yeah, it should be.
I assume it's on the
Okay.
way.
Or else would it burn?
Oh, why are you asking me?
Who asked the question?
I mean, you're one of the. You're also very knowledgeable of these games.
Yes, but it's also been a hot minute since I've actually played this.
You made
And
this
usually-
You'd be surprised what you can remember.
I know. Yeah, here's the thing. Yeah, that's the stupid thing with this. When I sit down and play the game, I remember everything. It just all comes back to me. But I'm just watching. It's like,
Yeah. It is a real thing that the way that you remember things, if you're actively engaging with it or watching it, is very different.
That's why.
Good flow, Jack.
That's why I'm playing through a certain thing basically right now, not right this second, but like doing a practice
Maybe
for a.
next Wednesdays or something.
wait a
Or
minute.
next-
You're missing.
Yeah.
Wait, if we're going for 100%, you should have 101 power cells, right? Hold on. Hold up. You're at 99. Hold on. Go back.
Yeah, would it be
It
the
just
extra
occurred
one
to me.
somewhere?
We forgot the. We gotta go
Wow.
back.
We have to go back again.
Gotta go back.
Okay, we're finishing the game, and then we're going back. Fuck you.
That is amazing.
That is bullshit.
blazing.
That is bullshit blazing.
I'm sorry. I'm laughing. I'm sorry.
That's just funny.
Simplistic.
Imagine walking up here and not breaking this to go back go get that scout fly. Samuels would be like, "What the fuck?"
Two idiots.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Good work, boys. You're
It just got me because I'm just like, something ridiculously simple is what we missed.
And together we'll open the shield door surrounding the precursor robot.
Yeah,
Well, you can still get the extra seat anyway. We have 100, so.
What are you gonna do about the robot?
Nothing, Daxter. We have to keep the shield open. It's up to you two to figure out how to destroy the robot.
Oh, great. I get to help the guy that turned me into a furball destroy the only person who can turn me back.
Yes. Don't
Yes.
worry. No one will be really into you for some reason.
I mean, there's a lot. There's a reason why you're lying concerning that. Is rather famous coming up.
Again, how come you have that filter?
Maybe he actually drank it.
Yeah, he may have drank. It's like smoking. It's like when you stop smoking and you have to have, and your lungs are
So
so
he
messed up.
smoked
you
it,
have to-
she injected it, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
He's like, "I gotta get it in me right away," and she's like, "Father, maybe there's another way." And then he's already chugging it.
Well, brother.
I gotta-
Yeah.
I gotta get that good shit.
I got that dog.
Yo, I gotta smoke that fucking 10-pack at the same time. God,
Like
you
the
know
fucking,
the
it's
fucking...
like the fucking spy image from way back
Yes,
in the day.
exactly that. That is literally
Where his
exactly what I
mouth
was
is just
thinking.
nothing but cigarettes on that.
Stop that robot!
You see,
Stop that robot.
how do you
Stop
know?
that robot.
How do you know I was a bad guy? Because
Loading
you're smoking a
screen.
cigarette, and smoking is very bad. How much
Yeah.
is Theo paid you to smoke?
Again, weirdly, like the second boss fight in the whole game on that.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird on that. What the fuck?
Doing this.
What? Huh?
Hitboxes.
You didn't hit the switch, alright?
Time to
That was
load
weird.
everything else again.
Okay.
Oh, oh god, I'm sorry.
Don't die.
I'm trying not to. Alt at max, let's do this.
Every time.
And into the abyss. God, the fucking huzzah animation is so bad.
Let's go! Shit.
Hey, like I can't complain too much about the lack of boss fights in this, considering Banjo-Kazooie's lack of bosses. I think you have to hit the eye. Hit the laser.
What,
And
what are you-
captions.
what did you freaking connect to your spinal cable? What the hell?
Oh yeah, I need another
sound effects
12 pack.
These sound effects aren't quite right.
They
Yeah.
are a little goofy.
Not again.
Time for the big
Throw out
one.
the ass clapper 9000 bomb.
Eco won't protect you now.
I think it will.
I don't know, it's gonna do its
Until it
job right
does.
now.
Get wrecked.
We will spawn creatures.
Don't you already have Dark Eco? Also, why couldn't you just
We need-
siphon all the Dark Eco in the spider cave? Wouldn't that have been enough?
No, we need more.
We need all of it.
I mean, spoken like a true addict, we need more than what we
More?
currently got.
Yeah.
You see,
More eco.
Boy,
Oh, I hope
ass
you didn't do
for
that too early.
9,000 bomb.
Okay.
Need more souls.
Why isn't this working? How much dark eco must I
I
smoke?
smoke. Got you, Eloise.
Hey, that's a gun in Jak 3.
Which wait is? No.
Yeah, it's shockwave gun.
No, it's not.
Jak 3?
Yeah, Jak 3.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, there's-
See, I'm telling you, I'm forgetting stuff because I'm not playing the game.
To
Wait,
be fair,
hold
you
on.
only really remember the reflexer in 3. That's
Oh,
yes.
the wave concussor. That one.
Yeah. Also, I love what a busted piece of shit this Precursor robot looks.
I think that's the point.
Don't worry, this Harley Davidson still runs. The Harley Davidson.
Ow.
Not a great trait.
Woo! No.
This guy's freaking the fuck out.
Here comes the bad.
Alright, time coming up.
Alright, don't fall in.
Well, if there's dark eco, it would logically make sense the opposite would. You dinguses.
Or it might stop that robot.
Here's a line.
Save the world. Choices.
He said the line.
Okay, fine. We'll save the world, but do it quickly before I change my mind.
Go
You think we could
Fantasia
just
later, Daxter. Don't worry about
Can we
it.
dunk? What if we could just dunk
No.
Daxter in one of the light eco vents in the third
No,
game?
here's the thing about it. No, you have the
Where's the
Fantasia.
light? There it is. I was like,
And
where the fuck is it?
No. You get the Fantasia. 2 games later, Daxter trips and it falls on Tess.
Oh, you guys want the dark
Hey, I guess you get what you want. This is too much wheat!
Too much wit. He just cuts off.
Da 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 da.
It always looked like Jak had Wolverine claws in that shot to me on that one.
A little bit.
You do have what it takes to be heroes.
But Daxter, now we can't change you back.
Don't worry about me, baby. You know what they say.
You got over that very quickly within a few seconds on that, Daxter.
He's coping. He's coping.
You have an
He's
incredible
coping.
talent for channeling eco. Samos, you may have been right about this one after all.
And Kira,
I should know.
Without your help and
I should know. I
none
Tetra
of
smacks.
this would have been
I Tetra.
You
not
don't
supposed to
matter
know that yet.
later.
Perhaps we
Find
find
something
another
time
sail
paradox.
Now that Gaul and Maya are lost.
I believe this is referred
This
to
plot
as
point
a.
wouldn't get explored until fucking Lost Frontier, by the way, on that.
I'm sorry. What?
Oh, they
Of
actually
Kira
covered it.
becoming an eco sage onto that. That
Oh,
wouldn't
that part.
Oh right. Oh right.
They
That
brought
doesn't
that
happen.
back?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like that's one of the core advertisements. Yeah.
Yeah.
Put it on
They brought back the whole
ice, big
sage thing?
For
thought
Kira
they
onto
dropped-
that.
I thought they dropped that all together.
Yeah, because I believe Lost Frontier has a is about Kira, becoming a new sage, and also there's a new dark sage in that game if I remember correctly.
I'm trying to remember. Was it? Might have just been the dictator dickhead guy. I think.
Yeah, who gave Jack some bad flashbacks briefly because
Yeah,
that
Eddie
torture
Edwards.
chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like he basically completed the Super Soldier project Praxis was working on.
Is
Oh.
maybe one of the face buttons. Osiris, God of the Dead.
I cannot skip this one.
No, you can't get the credits, bruh.
Yeah.
Right. Almost
Yeah, that'd be Jak 1 on that.
Yippee!
Oh, probably the best one to the entire series for me on today.
It's the most consistent.
Yeah, which, yeah, I know you're all asking of when the Jak 2 one is happening. Once the compilation is completely done for Jak 2 and, like, fully complete, then we will do it at that point, okay?
So should I get the booze ready?
Not yet, because I mean, the next weekend game is going to, I've said it a few times, it's going to be Radiant Dawn onto that. We've been putting that one off long enough, so... Yeah, as for the weekday game, I'll keep that one secret for a little bit in case I haven't said it yet. I don't know if I've said it on stream or not, but
I'm practicing for it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. You guys can tell me off stream.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna be variety streaming for the next like week or two at this point onto that. So probably gonna be another CPU tournament with a little special something for next time that I'm looking at the details for. So you guys will find out about that later.
I can't believe we're going to enter Pat into the CPU tournament with a sideways Joy-Con that was dipped in maple syrup.
What? There's a joke in there. I'm
Don't
missing.
worry about it.
There assuredly is.
Credits go by faster. I think all the credits for Jak and Daxter are absurdly long if I keep remembering on that.
Especially
Where's
for
the
PS2
scout fly, Mansley?
Oh God! I was watching a video of how many crimes Mansley committed in that movie.
Yeah, I remember something about that. It's like, okay, how dead is Mansley?
You know the worst part? He's probably dead before he told them to launch the missile.
Yeah, they just shoot him right there.
Like, a lot of his stuff more or less gave him life in prison. That launch of missile was more or less, yeah, that would have killed him. If that didn't kill him trying to run away would be considered an act of treason. So that would have killed him too.
Ian McGinnis.
Jak, are we there yet?
God, these
We'll
credits
get there.
are long.
Yes, they are.
I think the only credits that aren't super long are Jak X, I think, onto that.
Yeah, I think you actually skip those credits. I
Yeah.
recall being able to skip them.
I think Lost Frontier you're also able to skip, I think, as well as Daxter.
Okay, to be fair, I'm pretty sure most of the PS2 mascot games you couldn't skip the credits anyway, so this wasn't just Jak. I recall Sly you couldn't skip the
Sly
credits.
you couldn't, but their credits were very short onto that. Ratchet and Clank you definitely could. On that. Also, Sly had a lot more going on in its credits, onto that. Mainly for 2 and 3, onto that.
I also love the end of the Sly 2 credits. That's it. You beat the game.
You beat the game.
There's nothing else to do.
Go
Go
outside.
outside.
Touch grass.
Touch some grass. Touch some grass. By the way, I was thinking to complain about that with Splatfest earlier this weekend. I'm sitting here playing. I see a team on Saturday, like Saturday morning, I like to note. So this is like, I would say about a little over 12 hours into the Splatfest. And I see a team who's like ruler plus 8 plus 11 plus 14 plus whatever. I'm sitting here just like, y'all need to go touch some grass.
It's like when you run into someone in Fortnite that pulls out the fucking crown emote that shows how many crown wins you've done for the season, and it's in the thousands. It's like, what the fuck have you been doing, man? I can barely get above 10 a season.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah, that's why I was saying face buttons.
Okay, I thought you meant just like pressing them and stuff like that. Holding it.
What could that be?
Wow!
Let's tease a sequel, baby!
But not really.
I mean, it is. It was behind that
Technically-
door because they had to lug it back all the way. How they lugged it back on their own, I don't know.
Samus can fly.
Here
you know.
is the
Yeah, we were talking about it
Heroes
before, but
for
man, it
Fortnite.
feels like so many of these collectathons, you can kind of see why maybe part of the reason it also died out, the 100% reward for like 90% of these games suck so much onto that, you know?
Yeah, like the only one that really had a good reward was Banjo-Kazooie, and even then it wasn't the collectathon portion that screwed it over. It was the fact that they made the N64 run better. That screwed that over.
It's so beautiful. A greatest hits copy of Jak 2.
Black Label Jak 2.
It's so rare.
Alright, let's head back to the village and get that last power
Get
cell.
that last-
I think we owned a black label of Jak 2 back in the day.
I did.
Not the rest of
My
the case, though,
copy.
unfortunately, because
I think all
it
my
was a
copies.
free game from
I think
a
my
friend.
Jak copy. Pretty sure my Jak copies are all greatest hits.
Also, one thing I don't appreciate about Jak and Daxter, you cannot refight bosses. So I would
All
like
two
that.
of them.
Oh,
My point still stands.
Mm-hmm. I'd appreciate it if it was like a Battle Network type thing where it technically saves you before the final boss.
Yeah, or you can be like Ratchet and Clank even asked, like, hey, do you want to go back to before you fought Drek, or do you want to start a new game? So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Admittedly, at least with Jak and Daxter, they do let you be able to replay the entire game, you know, onto that.
So close.
Attempt number 2. Nope.
Almost.
Attempt number 3.
Let's see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what is it? Now, which area were we missing it?
It was
Rock
Rock.
Village, just a second hub.
Okay.
Yeah, just
I believe that was the Blue Saber side. Yeah. Also, you can also tell there might have been cut content because there isn't. The Yellow Sage doesn't even have a hub area. You know.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
All right, now we gotta find them scout flies. How many do we have currently?
6.
One. Oh no! Oh no!
we did not explore fucking Rock Village very well.
It's gonna be like just out of sight somewhere.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
Also, fun fact for Alexandra, you know the architect woman that we just passed by?
Uh-huh.
Same VA as Athena from God of War.
Real.
Good luck, boys.
We already did it.
Every single appearance, appearance of her is the same actress.
A bad realization, and I hope it's not true. Was there a scout fly way out there near the Lost Precursor City? Because if it is, I'm gonna just say just stop, because you're gonna have to go into Lost Precursor City and then come back out to get it. That realization just dawned on me. I was like, oh.
Does the Precursor City have its own flies?
Yeah, that's a ton.
No, it's that you. No, it's not that you have to take that. You have to loosen that section of the city to bring it back up to the surface to get the power cell for it. And I recall a scout fly being on that island, which counts for Rock Village.
Well, I think
So
we
you
could
have to
just
go
jump
into
right
Precursor.
I think we could just jump to it at that point.
I don't think you can. I think the shark's gonna get you. I think.
Oh,
Because
there
I'm
will be
very
one way to
concerned
find
that's.
out.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a scout fly up here at this point, I believe. Oh, speaking of shark.
Oh,
Well,
You'll never take me alive!
you did a
Right
good
up.
job.
I'm
Because
glad there was a
I distinctly remember there was one behind that waterfall where you started, and you got. It looks like it wasn't there. There was one here near the entrance to Boggy Swamp, which I think was right here. One, I think, off of the shopping area in the docks area that's going into Boggy Swamp. There was one off the docks area going
Let me go
towards
by the
Precursor City.
Precursor.
Hold on, first person view here.
I can just jump this.
Oh my god, you can. Okay. Yeah, because I recall... Okay, so you did get this one. Alright. Yeah, that power cell was up there. That's the entrance Precursor City. There shouldn't be anything there. There was some, I think, right off of the stairs. coming up, there was one, if I remember correctly. Ow. And the concussion count is increased again. Yeah, there was one around here in this area, I remember.
I think I got this one.
Okay. What are we missing? Hey, dude, you're safe. You can stop crying now.
Russian.
Man,
It's
trauma
not
goes
good.
deep.
Is it around? Did you check around the hut?
You might be.
Blue Sage, were you holding out on us?
Okay, so I'm trying to run out of places to look here because those are the scout flies I can distinctly remember. Okay, that's inside.
Check
the hut.
around the back.
Yeah, check around the
Bird.
back.
Hi, Fluff Butt.
Yep.
There it is.
Ah,
He held out on us. Held out on us, baby.
Okay, there you go. 101 power cells. There you go. We're done.
Shut it down! Shut it down! Shut it
All
down!
right, we will see you
Yeah,
for Jack
collect
2
on.
another time. Oh God. Adios. Bye bye.
Bye.